Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the year of 2016. Now, this video here is for Cancers under Decan 1, and that's in astrology. So if you were born between June 21st to July 1st, so June 21st, July 1st, if you were born in between those dates or on those dates, then this video is for you. If you were born past that, then just check out the description below. I have links to the other two Decans below. And the reason I did this is so that the videos would be more specific to each sign, to break it down into 3 parts for each sign, and hopefully be a little bit more accurate for everybody for the year. And you know, that was the way I could get them more specific. That was what I thought of, and I'm running with it, and we'll see how it goes. But so again, for those of you born between June 21st and July 1st, this is for you. And of course, you can watch all 3 videos, by the way. I'm sure all 3 will resonate with you, but this is going to be probably most specific for you. The first card you have is the 6 of Diamonds. It's a work year for you for sure. You have a lot of working stuff going on here, a lot of just work focus. A little bit of love mixed in there too, which is nice. So you know, you definitely have the potential for love. But the 6 of Diamonds is all about sowing and reaping. So definitely you want to plant a lot of seeds this year. You want to do a lot of things to make yourself successful this year, and that includes like learning new things. That includes, you know, if you're starting a business, start a business, but plant a lot of seeds, like do a lot of marketing and things like that. It's all about doing as much as you possibly can to make things successful. But the 6 of Diamonds comes in, and it does say where in the past you were not successful, now you can become successful. So if you had a business and you weren't successful or things didn't work out, now things can start going your way. It's a karmic switch with this card, and it says, you know, now you can put out energy and you'll at least get it back equal, if not better, with this card. So I really like when a 6 comes in, because it really allows you to move forward, kind of sets you on the right path, gets you going the right direction. And the next card you have is the Ace of Diamonds. Really amazing money card, and even look, there is a path on the card there in the middle to go down. So you know, I think you're going to be setting out on a new path. Some of you, maybe even new jobs, new businesses, new ideas for those things to make yourself become more successful in life, whatever you want to do. This card also makes you just want to work hard. So a lot of you are just going to probably feel like working really hard this year, and it has to do with this card. This card makes us more ambitious. It makes us really want to reach for our goals. Even if, you know, even if in the past we, you know, really weren't that goal driven. Like some people were just not that, goals just aren't that important. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But this year, I think you're really going to be kind of feeling it. The only problem with this card is that, you know, sometimes relationships can take a back seat, because this card does make us work so hard that we can leave those things behind us. So if you are in a relationship, definitely, you know, make sure if you're working your butt off and stuff, make sure to take some time to you know, go visit with the person you're with, and you know, take some time to be with them, and make sure that you recognize them even, and just be like, you know what, I know I've been working like crazy, but I want to be with you and all this. And, you know, make sure to say all those things, anything you possibly can, to make them know that you're still thinking about them and all that. That's really important with a card like this, because sometimes this can take us away from stuff. It's also a card of new ideas. It's a card of innovation. Like I say, Steve Jobs was born under this card, one of the greatest innovators of all time. So it's all about innovation and coming up with new ideas on how to do things, and taking advantage of those ideas. So definitely make sure that if you have any ideas, any thoughts, anything like that, that you take advantage of that this year. And next you have the 8 of Spades. 8 of Spades is a card where we can get stuck going a certain direction. So if you find yourself stuck this year, the solution to the 8, and by the way, 8s have very simple solutions. They're all incredibly easy to overcome. The solution to this, if you're stuck, is to just look, you know, at something different. Sometimes we get tunnel vision with an 8. We get these like this, where we just put the blinders on, we look at nothing else. But if it says you're stuck, you're not moving forward, you get to a point where you're stuck, it says there's another way. Just do a little bit of research, take some time out, maybe even take a day off or something to think about it, and then you'll come up with a solution, and you'll be able to move right around the obstacle. Literally that easy. If you read about this card, frequently, you know, the old-time readers would say that this card, when people got this card, they'd have the ability to move mountains, really make some stuff happen with this card. And it's all about, like, finding other directions and finding new ways of doing things. It's also about being adventurous and kind of doing things that maybe scare you a little bit, or just doing things that are kind of considered a little bit, ballsy, I guess is the only thing I can think of, because that was ballsy. Just doing things that are considered a little, like, extreme, that you may have to do in your business or your job to get noticed with this card. So think about those things as well. Next, you have the Nine of Diamonds. Great card, getting what you want. That's what the card does. It gives you what you want. It's also about newness. I always say that the Nine of Diamonds is of newness, new things. You have that Ace of Diamonds, all about new things coming into your life. Nine of Diamonds, all about new opportunities. This can bring in new jobs, new work, new business, new contracts, anything new relating to money for the most part. It can also bring in new relationships, but mostly financial on this card. You have a very financially heavy, year this year. So, I think that's where your main focus is going to be, is on business and work and working and your career. But again, you need to make sure you have another card. I will say too, the Ace of Spades. The Eight of Spades. You have the Ace of Diamonds and the Eight of Spades. The Eight of Spades also can come in when you're focusing too much on your career and not enough on your relationships. Both. So you have the Ace of Diamonds, which also has that similar meaning of focusing too much on work. Make sure to take some time out this year to focus on the people that are important to you. That's going to be a big theme for you this year. Next, you have the King of Hearts. This is you. King of Hearts is a water sign. And again, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. You're going to be feeling like a king this year. This is the card of a leader, being a leader, doing things that make you a leader, going after leadership positions, even if you don't, if you've thought about that at work. And just being more present and more of a leader in your business. It's also great. I love when people come up as their own sign in a reading. That puts you in a position of strength. It says that you're really going to be coming into this year strong, and you're going to have like a lot of things on your side. You're really going to be kind of like in it this year and really focused. The King of Hearts is very focused, but he's also very compassionate as well. So, he uses that compassionate side at home, to work, all of that. Exactly what I said before. Next, you have the Four of Spades. Four of Spades, card of the architect, of building things. And it's not like a literal architect, but, architecting your life, deciding what you really want with this card. So you have that opportunity here to really make some decisions about what's important to you in your life. And you have the opportunity to, cut some stuff out and add some stuff in with this card. This is also a card of communicators. People who get like Four of Spades are usually pretty good at communication, so you'll have that kind of strength with you this year. On a side note, Four of Spades can come in and say there might be minor problems in the home, and it's always something along the lines of your kid's not doing the dishes. This is the example I always use, or something like that. And this card, it really asks you not to create arguments in the home. So this year, for the entire year, it's going to be really important for you to avoid arguing in the home, even with your kids, because this card can make things happen, blow things out of proportion, make you say stuff you didn't want to say, make your kids say stuff they didn't want to say, all of that. So definitely try to avoid arguments at all costs in the home. Just separate yourself from it, and just don't, and think of the most positive way to deal with it. Otherwise, you could create some bigger issues in the home with this card. And finally, you have the Nine of Hearts, amazing card. It's you getting something you've been wishing for. It's a wish card. It's very similar to the Nine of Cups, and it's all about, again, wishes being fulfilled, having things that you've been wishing for happen. So you have that to look forward to as well. So thank you so much for watching. It looks like an amazing year. And again, feel free to watch the other two videos. Links are in the description. Thanks again.